All right, you guys, I am super sweaty because I've been running around trying to get the unit ready for our guests checking in tomorrow. We are probably about 95% there. Just want to show you the progress that we've made and come on in. So we did replace the lock with the traditional key lock to a really awesome camera smart lock. I will do a whole series of videos on locks. This one is awesome. A good smart lock will make your check-in and check-out process super easy, give your guests that feeling of security, and everybody likes tech-forward things. It just makes you feel like you're staying in a really great place. So come on in here to our unit. As you can see, our replacement desk arrived, which was awesome. It's super easy assembly. It was like 4 pieces. Really awesome. I'm super pleased with the blue color, how it matches the cabinet. You can see we've set up our couch with some accent pillows. I'm a big proponent of in style mixing patterns, colors, and textures. So we've got a cool kind of retro-y velvet here. Got this cable knit blanket for someone to snuggle on the couch. I love leather couches. I just think they wear so well, and for the lifetime of your unit, it'll save you a lot of headaches. You can do fabric, just make sure you're picking something that is high performance and easy to clean. I love how these chairs turned out. I put the casters on so it's a rolling desk chair. So this is really nice for someone sitting here working to be able to kind of just buzz in and out. This could also be rolled over to another area. You could even take it into the bathroom and use it as a get ready kind of chair. I found these really beautiful lamps on Wayfair. This is just a really nice classic. Again, I've mixed my metals and tones. My original coffee table choice did not come in on time. So I ended up swapping it for this table, which I totally love. Again, it's got that beautiful gold base, this really nice marble top that kind of plays well with the kitchen and the open concept. So this is, you can see, a really cozy place to sit, watch TV, do some work, relax, take a nap. I just love it. What I will do in this living space that I still haven't done yet is I'll be hanging a kind of a signature art piece here, which is yet to be determined. And then on the coffee table, I do love to use real plants in my units. That's a whole topic for another time, but I have sourced these. This is a fake plant. I sourced this and these beautiful pots from IKEA. I feel like this looks the most realistic. It's got movement. It's easy to dust and clean. It adds kind of just a pop of livelihood, even though it is fake. Typically, I would finish my coffee table with a coffee table book or 2, usually 2. And then I would always provide coasters so that your guests, when they're drinking, they will put their drink on a coaster. Even though this is a high wear surface, I still like to do coasters, especially at the workstation and the bedside tables. You can source great coffee table books, obviously online. You could do coffee table books that are relevant to your city or your town, or something that is, area specific. Or I just love to go to thrift stores. I love to go to consignment shops, and I look for all different types of coffee table books. So I just kind of, as I see them, I pick them up, and then depending on the color of the jacket or the spine, kind of match them up with my decor. But unusual, interesting picture books, people love to look through those, and especially if they're relevant to where your unit is. I love how this looks with this fluted wood. Again, this was sourced on Wayfair and bought through Minoan, my purchasing partner, and just a big TV. You don't need anything that's like a movie screen, but just don't make it look too small. It'll look cheap. Almost done here. I'll just come through and do a wipe down of all the surfaces. I'll fill my soap bottles, stock my cleaning supplies below, and just kind of do a once over to make sure that everything is ready and looks super clean and organized before the guest checks in. So here's the bedroom. The overhead light, I have to get maintenance in to fix that. It's just another variable in the hosting game. But I'm really loving how this bedroom turned out. It is a really tiny floor plan, but I chose a bed with a higher headboard to bring your eye upward. It's a beautiful wood finish. I source most of my beds through IKEA. I think they are the most sturdy. I have two versions that I use. I had to go with a smaller full-size bed just because the room is so small, but I really feel like it's opened up with this furniture. So my measuring didn't lead me wrong. My 2 cute little bedside drum tables fit just perfectly. And then my bedside charging ports work really nicely, so there's still room for someone to plug in their phone. The lights provide ample reading light. And then I'm just really, you want to make a great guest impression, make sure that you're doing all white bedding. you can accessorize to the hilt. I love home goods as much as the next person, and you can do tone on tone. Works really well. I will leave that up to you, but I think for operations running 40 units and adding the all white looks so nice. It's easy for your laundry person or people to be able to stain treat things, and then this is just such a nice, I call it a burrito bed. So I do a nice fold, a really crisp tuck on all the sides, so that if I'm coming in here as the guest for the first time, I know that this has been cleaned and laundered. And that's why I use duvet covers, because no one wants to sleep in a bed with a quilt that has not been laundered. So don't give a lot of thought to your bedding and what the final look of your bed is, and make sure your cleaners are really on point with their finishes, because a sloppy bed just does not give a good look. So this is what one of my finished beds looks like with the products that I had showed you earlier. And then one last thing, it's a small footprint. So I don't love that this is sticking out, but I didn't have much more real estate to work with. So I found this beautiful wood dresser that matches the bed. In this case, I had such a small footprint to work with that this was the only thing that fit, but I think it looks really nice in terms of the style, and then gives your guests ample storage space, because this unit will probably be hosting longer term guests that are going to be bringing more things. So with the footprint that we're working with, I think this worked out perfectly. We've got a nice TV, so someone will feel super cozy in this bed. They can relax, they can take a nap. There's an overhead ceiling fan. So I'm just really pleased with how this all came together. And I probably will, as I accessorize in the living room, like I said, we have guests checking in tomorrow. Don't be afraid to, if for your first guest, you don't have everything finished in terms of your decor. You can always add the artwork later or add it as your budget permits. Right here, I've just kind of run out of time. I'm probably going to get that this afternoon, but I'll probably do an art piece over the bed just to lengthen the room and make it not seem as small. So in the bathroom, this is kind of the last thing. Again, do always wipe everything down so it's super clean. I'm going to hang my shower curtain. I've got my towels folded and ready to go. So I'll kind of style these shelves with how I put the towels to make it look really stylish. Again, the bathroom, less is more. Don't put little tchotchkes or little dried flowers or anything like that. It's just going to get icky and dirty and dusty over time. Just keep your bathroom really, really clean and spa-like. So there's not much I need to do in here other than organize. And then I will stock my drawers with toilet paper. I always stock shampoo, conditioner, makeup wipe. I'll have my hair dryer in there, and then making sure that you have your plenty of toilet paper. And these are really nice pull-out drawers, so it does give the guests plenty of room if they want to store their makeup kit or whatever kind of toiletries that they brought with them. So I'm super excited for the first guest to check in. I think they're gonna feel really at home here, very cozy, very comfortable, very safe, and just in an environment that they're going to be able to relax in when they're not out working or at their convention. So I'm excited to get the guest review and their feedback. I usually ask a few more questions after the first guest just to get their honest feedback, if there was anything missing, if there's anything that I could have done better. And I always use that feedback for my next unit, for my next guest. And then if I need to adjust anything here, I can do that very quickly before the next guest checks in. So follow along, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the links. We've got all the products linked, and just hope you follow along as we build out more units.